the best roads when it comes to grip in Europe, hands down. Yeah, I mean, I've other people tell me Gran Canaria and the Canary Islands, they're not part of the continent of Europe. So I'm looking at the continent of Europe. This is off the coast of Africa, right? So Sardinia, hands down, best roads, best grip, better grip than most racetracks. It'll eat up your tires, but the grip is amazing. And then of course you got flowing curves, right? It's very different to the Alpine regions. So Alpine, you got a lot of switchbacks and hairpin turns and stuff. And you have a few of those in Sardinia, but most of it is flowing roads. So it's like any bike you have, it's a dream ride. It doesn't matter what you ride, you will have a great time in Sardinia. And of course,
so even a Harley,
yeah, would do pretty well. And all the way to sports bikes, you have a lot of these guys, full leathers, right? Sport bikes. They're going probably a bit faster than they should, but those guys too. But it's just the flow of the roads, and of course you can see ahead quite well. So it makes it a lot safer. Not, if you have these sort of narrow roads in the mountains, sometimes it's hard to see. Yeah. And, some cars will get into your lane, so you have to be careful. And then Sardinia, you can see that traffic coming up. So it makes it quite safe, and it's empty. So when it comes to riding, there's more beautiful places in Sardinia. Sardinia is nice, but there are definitely more beautiful places in Sardinia. But when it comes to just pure riding, that's the place to be.
My son is younger, and he told me he loves fishing, and he told me, "Hey, Dad, we're looking at like bait." And he goes, "There's actually a place called Sardinia, Dad." In Sardinia. Yeah, buddy. How is the seafood?
Oh, it's really good. It's good. It's good seafood. There's better places to have seafood in Europe, but obviously you're close to the sea, the seafood in that area. Also, you're in Italy, so you got the best of Italy. You got the island. It's beautiful, good weather. I mean, it's not really for the peak summer, because that's when all the tourists go for the beaches, and it's too warm for us riders too. The temperatures are crazy, and it's too busy, but it's awesome.
Time to be there like September, October.
October. It's got to be later in September. I wouldn't do early September, but like mid to late October is still good, all the way up until end of October. And then, of course, in the spring, April is a good time. March is you can almost do it. Depends on the season, really. But April and May are pretty safe. And as you start going to June, July, August, I would avoid those months. If you go early enough, you have the place to yourself. It's also good for the roads, because the roads are empty. With no tourists there. Sardinia actually has. I spent more than 20 years as an engineer before I finally walked away to build a life around motorcycles and travel. I recently sat down with the crew at One Gang Worldwide podcast to talk about exactly how I did it. The best roads in Europe you need to ride, and why someday is the most dangerous word in a rider's vocabulary. I want to give a massive shout out to the guys who hosted me. They run a channel called Cycles Worldwide. They're a growing community doing something rare. They're actually shining a light on the real stories behind the ride. So do me a favor, hit the link on the screen or in the description and go and subscribe to the channel.